My beautiful Capricorns, this is going to be a monthly reading for you for the month of May 2021. I'm very excited about this reading because I love my Capricorns and I have some very special and important Capricorns in my life. So I have a vested interest in this reading and how it comes out. So I'm hoping it's amazingly fantastic. It is spring where I am. I am really happy about that. I like good weather, although I am dying of allergies. If you can hear what I sound like, it's not good. But if we have to wait till it goes away, it might be an awfully long time till I film anything. So I'm just kind of going with it. Oh, the card flew off into the wild blue yonder. So we'll use that as the middle card. I have this spread that I found, which is called the Love Life Thermometer, which I think is really cool. So I'm going to just switch it to the Life Thermometer. So it's more general, but you can take this any way you want it. Like if you have love questions or career questions or whatever, just listen to the meaning of the card and you can apply it to your own situation. So hopefully this is going to be a great reading. So let's just lay down the rest of the cards. Okay, so this is representative of your life right now, this month, okay? So the Hermit. Now, this does not necessarily mean being lonely, but I do find a lot of people are getting this card right now, and it could have something to do with the fact that a lot of people are isolated. Even people who were extremely busy before all this craziness in the world. I know people who have gone remote, and so they're in their houses a good chunk of the time doing their work now and all of that. So that sort of opens the doors for what the Hermit is really about, which is about going within yourself, finding wisdom, seeking out knowledge of all kinds, but especially trying to find yourself, getting in touch with your emotions and your dreams and plans and all of those things, tapping into your intuition and, meditating if that's something you do, and just really figuring out the path that he's got, lighted with his little lantern there, illuminating things, finding the truth, seeking that inner wisdom, which we all have. I mean, you've picked up things along the way to help to give you that, but you have this internal wisdom and, connection to nature and the earth and things that can give you information right within your own self. That's why I'm always saying to people, you're whole and complete within yourself. That does not mean you don't need any people or anything in your life. Not at all. It just means that, sometimes we're always searching for things that will, light the way for us. But really, we know so many things within ourselves. I'll have times when I'm giving people a reading and I ask them a couple questions about, they're asking me all these questions. And even though cards are coming up to answer their questions, I'll say, well, what did you think about, what I just said or something? And it's always like, I knew that all along. I always knew that was the answer. I knew that. So we do have it. It really is there within us. Like if you have a hard decision to make, sometimes you don't have all the facts and you have to get that before you make the decision. But a lot of times you know what the answer is. You've got the facts. And you just sometimes don't want to make the decision, right? But you have to. But you guys, Capricorn, you're pretty good at being decisive when you need to be. So let's move on here. So this is something to make note of. The Victory card, that's a great thing to make note of. So this is about some kind of achievement, some kind of action that you're going to do this month, hopefully, that is going to be recognized, and you're going to have some kind of victory here. Something that you will be very happy to have done, and it will work out really well. So that's really positive and exciting. So I wonder if all this introspection will create you doing something that brings this to you. It definitely could be something like that. So that's exciting. This is an exciting reading. I know the Hermit doesn't seem that exciting, but it definitely can be if you're Sorry, I've got a tissue in my hand. That's disgusting, but my nose is driving me crazy. Um, anyway, it's exciting to see the light, so to speak, and that can sometimes take place with the Hermit. So this is general advice. Ooh, this is a good card. One of my favorites. Kind of represents me being an Aries. Um, the Queen of Wands. Now, she is very social. If it's a person, she's very social, very outgoing, very optimistic, um, very action oriented, kind of fearless, very open to all kinds of communication. She's very, very social, a social butterfly, if you will. So this is a really good person to know. But Capricorn, you guys are so, I mean, there are exceptions to everything. So when I generalize like this, I mean, not every Capricorn is the same, just like not every person is the same. But you guys tend to be really good at work and doing what you have to do and doing things in the proper order and doing things with all the proper planning. And sometimes you just need to be more like this, which is, now, she is a queen. She has a kingdom to run. She's, it's not like she can just fly around doing whatever she wants, completely disordered. But she still has a lot of fun and has a good social life and is very, can very much put things into action. Like you, Capricorn, you guys can put things into action, but sometimes you neglect your fun side, So be a little bit able to squeeze that into your life because you need it. You need your social time too. And right now we're in a situation where it's really hard to uh, get that social time if you're adhering too much to work. And a lot of people who have brought their work into their home because they've gone remote or whatever, instead of it being easier, sure, you're not in traffic for the hour or whatever. That's great. That's wonderful. But now your work is right there and you're doing it all the time. And some of you are working way too hard. And I know you guys, Capricorn, are motivated to be doing something productive constantly, which is great. But at the same time, you still need your downtime. You still need to have some fun. You still need to, let things go and be a little bit lighthearted once in a while. Okay, so don't be too I'm sorry, I'm dying here. I have the window open because I love the smell of the fresh air and all the plants and everything outside. But at the same time, of course, all this pollen and everything's flying in my window, which I'm allergic to. So I do apologize, but I can't stop it every time I start hacking away because otherwise I would never get these done. So, okay, so let's proceed. So, you do need to give yourself a break and enjoy life along with the fact that you guys are so fabulously productive. So, this one is what's going on right now. The Queen of Swords. 2 queens. That's always a good thing. There's some serious female power going on here, which is awesome. The Queen of Swords, she is also very judicious and strong, like the Queen of Wands. Very powerful. But she is perceived as a little bit colder, a little bit more clinical, because she is very practical and she's kind of that way. She's not all gushy and, I mean, she can be just as social, but not as sort of warm and fun that way. She's a little cool at times. But she's a great one who comes marching in sometimes when you are too frivolous. Not that Capricorn, you usually are too frivolous. I mean, you could be, but usually you guys aren't. She's really good when you want to cut through and get the truth of the matter or, do the intellectual route. This is a person who is very no nonsense. So if she's a person in your life, which she may well be, if it's what's going on right now, it could be your mom, your lover, your daughter. I have a daughter who's the Queen of Swords. So actually 2, but only one I really perceive this way. And she is just so practical. In fact, when I'm giving her a reading, if there's anything vague or with options, she's like, just tell me what's exactly going to happen. And she doesn't like, even though she only likes the Celtic cross because it's got structure where this card means this and this card means this and it's all very specific and she's done it before and all of that. She doesn't like the ones that are sort of dreamy, like this one's about your hopes and fears. This one's about your attitudes. She doesn't like those cards. She only likes, what happened in the past, what's going to happen in the future, that kind of thing. So she's very cut and dried and totally clinical and practical. And she's really funny. When she was little, like, I love colors. So when she was little, I can remember one time I took her out to buy a dress. And I said, okay, look, it comes in red and pink and purple and all these beautiful colors. What color do you want? And she said, I like beige. I think she was 3 at the time. She's like, beige. And I'm like, beige? Nobody wants beige when they're little. She goes, well, I only like neutrals. So I was like, oh boy, this is going to be interesting. And it is. So that is what the Queen of Swords generally is like. So, when you're being off on a tangent or when you're being a little colorful, she'll pull you back down to earth. So if that's what's going on right now, could be a person you're with, spending lots of time with, or it could be the mode you're in. Like maybe you're seeking the truth about an issue. Maybe you're trying to be very clinical and practical to achieve something, and that is a very positive card for doing that. So with the 2 queens, I mean, you can achieve pretty much anything. And with this going on and 2 wands here, I mean, this is really positive about action. And she's no nonsense. I mean, she's determined. She's going to make things happen also. So this is really a strong reading. So this is what's going to happen next. Ooh, the King of Pentacles. Lots of regal stuff going on here. So that's really exciting. The King of Pentacles is definitely a card for you, Capricorn. Pentacles is all about creating security, whether it's health, wealth, whatever, investing, anything financial, doing things that are, can be good for your body. Anything that creates longevity and security and all of that fantastic stuff. So again, this could be a person that you will meet, or a person that you will be spending some time with, or maybe dealing with. It could be your boss, it could be your dad, it could be your brother, it could be anybody or it could be that maybe you're thinking about doing an investment, buying a home, putting some money toward a new business, changing jobs, doing something that's going to, add to your financial portfolio, or, give you a more secure future because the job is more secure, or anything like that. So this is a really great reading. I mean, I am really quite thrilled with this reading. It's very, very positive, very strong. It's just great all the way around. So my darling Capricorns, have a beautiful, beautiful month and enjoy your life and dive in and enjoy all of this stuff that's going to be going on this month. Don't worry about anything. I know you guys tend to be, overthinking of things. So try not to worry about anything. Really just enjoy. And I wish you the best, and I will talk to you soon.